Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And in this video, we got something pretty interesting going on. We are gonna be knocking out an interior modification for the Shelby GT350. It has been quite some time since I've done an interior mod. I typically leave the interior stock, but today we're gonna be mixing it up a little bit. We have a carbon fiber steering wheel that we are going to be test fitting in the Shelby GT350. Now, here's the catch. I bought this wheel for $300, actually less than that, on Amazon. Now, this is a TES Feel carbon fiber steering wheel. The only reason I went ahead and actually picked this up is because I've seen it in person. I've driven with the car that has it installed in person, and I've seen a lot of reviews on YouTube specifically of F-150 owners with this wheel. So I'm thinking to myself, well, let's see how it is in the Shelby GT350. After this video, if y'all like what you see, I got the link at the top of the description. It's on sale right now. The link will help your boy out. So if you buy one, let me know in the comment section or tag me on Instagram. I'm really curious to see how it looks like in your car. So with all that being said, if you guys enjoy the content, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Let's get into it. Now let's go ahead and unbox this steering wheel, man. Hopefully it's coming in one piece and it's not like scuffed up. Really like 280 bucks off Amazon. So far, you know, okay. It's looking good. We have, I guess like the spec sheet here where they show, I guess, how it's made and I guess like the torque tolerances, so that's cool. You got a microfiber towel. It's also cool. We'll use that to wipe it down, but here we go. Here's the steering wheel. Now, it is gonna be a pretty basic carbon fiber steering wheel, if that's a thing. Now, I do know on some websites, Dyna Performance has steering wheels, which I can save you guys over $100+ if you want a carbon fiber steering wheel from Dyna Performance, code Ears POV. You can get these like fully customizable. Now for me personally, I like a very clean and simple look. So I got the carbon fiber wheel. Obviously we're gonna be transforming this wheel with the stock components. So it's gonna have the Shelby airbag. Again, it's gonna be like a flat bottom effect. We have the red stripe, and this is actually going to be some perforated Napa leather. Now, you can go ahead and get a custom wheel where they go ahead and, you know, have this be the Alcantara. You can have it be just smooth leather. You can have it literally be whatever you want. You can change the color. For me personally, I like a clean and simple look, and this wheel gets it done, man. Now, the red is going to match like the start engine button, and once I do go ahead and swap out the calculator screen, that's coming obviously with this carbon fiber steering wheel, it's gonna look real good with some of the very, very subtle changes I'm gonna make. I'm not gonna rice the car out, don't worry, but I think this is gonna look good, man. I think this is gonna look good. Like I said, if you want a fully custom wheel where you can get this Alcantara, you can get the stripe, whatever color you want, you can get forged carbon fiber, you can get this blue, red, white, you can get the LED display up here, you can pick one up off of Dyna Performance. My code Ears POV will save you hundreds of dollars, no joke. Now I'm gonna go ahead and test fit this wheel in the car to make sure that I actually like what I'm about to do, because if I don't like it, it ain't going in, and I'm not gonna waste the time taking off my steering wheel and pretty much uninstalling and reinstalling all the parts. All right, so we got both wheels in here, man. I think this is gonna look good. Like, I literally think this is going to look good. I can tell you right now, the carbon fiber steering wheel has some good weight to it, and it feels a lot thicker than the stock wheel. Both wheels obviously are going to be fantastic. I'm not going to get rid of my stock wheel, but just the overall feel is nice. Now, if you guys are wondering why, you know, I just settled for the perforated leather, I do enjoy the Alcantara, don't get me wrong, but I've had Alcantara wheels in the past, And realistically, you're supposed to actually drive with gloves on with Alcantara. You're also supposed to treat this like every time you get in and out of the vehicle, just to make sure that it actually feels the same as it does, you know, brand new. Obviously mine doesn't feel the same because, you know, I drive this car, you know, as much as I can, and I don't wear gloves. So I wanted just to go ahead and see if I like the perforated leather, which I think it's gonna look good, man. I mean, the stripe's gonna match start, stop button, whatever you want to call it. And obviously the white, I think it's still gonna look good. They make a red one, so, you know, worst case scenario, I swap out the steering wheel and also swap out the shift knob. But I think this is going to look, I think this is going to look quite nice in here. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know what y'all think, man. But let's go ahead and begin the disassembly of the stock wheel. All right, so what we're gonna do right now is disconnect the battery. This is very important because you do not want the airbag to accidentally go off. It's a 10 mil. We're gonna get this done and we're gonna pop off the stock steering wheel and airbag. All right, so the battery is disconnected. I tighten that back up. You don't actually have to remove that, my bad. So tighten that back up, and we're gonna start pretty much pulling the stock steering wheel.
One eternity later.
All right, so it's the next day, man. I ain't gonna lie, this was, I couldn't get it off. I had to call for some help, I ain't gonna lie. But it's off. Most important thing, it is off. Now, the way you actually go ahead and get this off is there's gonna be some holes on the side here where you have to press an Allen key into, and you're gonna have to essentially fight with the spring to release the airbag. Now, I'm gonna show a demonstration right now. When the airbag is off, it seems like it's easy to do it, but this is the first time I ever tried to do this, and like just pushing the spring in, you have to get it at a certain angle, otherwise it might catch, it might not. So it's off, but we're gonna go ahead and completely remove the steering wheel now. This is going to be a 24mm bolt that you're gonna have to remove. Do not lose this bolt. This is very important. It's for the steering wheel. And then we're just gonna essentially just pull it off. So just like that. So there's that. Do not move the clock spring. It's very important that you do not move the clock spring. Leave it how it is. And it's the steering wheel. So we're gonna go ahead and remove all these bolts, and we're gonna clean up just pretty much all the controls and transfer it over to the carbon fiber wheel. All right, so I went ahead and removed the 20mm kind of torque bits from here. Now all this should simply just it should just pop off like so, if I'm not mistaken, but there's all the torque bits. So let me go ahead and remove this very, very carefully. All right, as you guys can see, I got them out, but there is gonna be another bolt right here that we have to remove on both sides. There's gonna be a connection there, so make sure you guys unplug it right there. Be very careful because this stuff is very, very fragile. I'm actually gonna clean up the faces on these because they've never been actually cleaned, at least not for a minute. So I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna clean these buttons up too, and then we're gonna remove the harness and transfer it over to the carbon fiber steering wheel. All right, we're back at it. Remove these pieces. You have to press down to release it here. So make sure you guys have the orientation still there. And then finally, we're gonna remove this plastic piece, and then we're gonna remove the harness and transfer everything over to the new wheel. All right, so we have the wheel completely disassembled. I recommend going ahead and using like a plastic pry tool to go ahead and take this off. Be very careful, and also take a screenshot of the orientation on how the wiring harness goes so you do not forget, so you can easily put this on the carbon fiber wheel. But here is the stock GT350 reel. Very, very nice. I'm gonna keep this just in case I wanna go back to it because this is a really, really nice wheel. I might actually go ahead and get this completely refinished just so it's gonna look just, you know, like brand new, and you know, maybe we'll go back to it. All right, so we got the steering wheel pretty much put back together. Be careful putting these bolts back in, these nuts. Now I'm even gonna call them bolts because they're small, they're really dinky. I stripped one, putting the bottom piece in, but I got one in. This is on the verge of being stripped, but you know, I don't think this is gonna go anywhere. So I think we're good. So far, I think it looks pretty good, man. I like the accents, like kind of like this finish here. What you call it, like silver? I don't know. I think it looks good with the carbon fiber steering wheel. Obviously, you can go ahead and get this carbon fiber as well if you want, but I just like the simplicity of this look with the wheel. Again, both wheels look amazing, but I think this is gonna look real good in the car. So let's go ahead and continue with the install. All right, so we're back in the car and almost have everything in. Plugged the main harness back together, kind of fed the airbag wires through, and I'm right now tightening the bolt. So I think we should be done in the next couple of seconds, but it looks really good in here, man. I really hope that it's still gonna be like center and I don't have to get in alignment, because that would really suck. But so far, I mean, I'm liking the way it looks in the car. What do you guys think, man? As far as the steering goes and the feel, it feels good. It feels good, man. This perforated leather is not as soft as that Alcantara, in my personal opinion, but I think it looks good in the car. I'm not gonna lie. Worst case scenario, I go back to the stock one, but I like it. It's carbon fiber. It's just a nice feeling here, man. Just wanted to mix something up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're just about done with the installation. Make sure you guys have these push tabs pushed all the way in. Otherwise, you can trigger the airbag light. We're gonna find out as soon as I plug the battery back in. And over here, you wanna press the red lever in all the way to make sure that's fully seated. And now we're just gonna push the airbag in, and hopefully it don't deploy. And hopefully when I plug the battery back in, the light don't show up. And that's that. Just checking for gaps. You got a little gap right here. See if I can kind of push that back in, but I think overall, you know, it's looking good. All right, let's get a cold start. Battery's plugged up. Volume is working. Everything working. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Obviously the PSI is gonna be tweaked out, but I think we're gonna take this thing around the block. I'm hungry, so this works out quite well. Let's go. All right. We're on the road. So far, so good. The steering wheel is straight. Switch to sport mode. The drive modes work. Like everything is working, man. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. It's kind of weird kind of driving with this because I'm so used to the Alcantara steering wheel. This is kind of throwing me off a little bit as far as the feel, but I think it looks good. Let me know what y'all think, man. I think it looks good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like holding it at this position, it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's not as mushy as the Alcantara wheel, which I do like, because I kind of like cruising. I don't know, I like to drive 10 and 2. Not 10 and 2. This is what is this, like 9 and 3? This is what this is called. No, whatever the hell it is. You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't tell time right now. straight. I'm gonna call this like the hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that many people drive like this, you know, the hug. But I mean, driving down here is cool. Let me know what y'all think, man. I mean, for 270 bucks, I mean, the stitching is legit. Hasn't came off, you know, during the install. I think actually the reason there's a gap right here is because those two bolts that were stripped, I didn't put back on. I didn't have any replacements, and I was like, there's no way it's coming off. But I think I probably should have went and got a replacement, because I'll probably go ahead and replace that, and that should probably tighten that up. But I mean, you can't even see that while driving. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I think it looks good. It's gonna take some getting used to. But hey man, 280 bucks. I mean, shit. I think it's worth the install, and to at least try out to see if you even want a carbon fiber steering wheel. Woo, 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 woo. The real test is how it's gonna hold up. But that's going to be the real test. How is this going to hold up? And banging today, y'all. Oh my goodness. I had to. That light was like 30 minutes, man. Like, what the heck? Oh, this is why. That truck going slow in the wrong lane. Shit, I was gonna do a little hit, but I got tools and I don't want all this stuff flying around. But overall, yeah, this is, I'd say this is worth it, for real. I say it's worth it for real, man. We got a C8 behind us. Oh man, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let me know what y'all think. All right, here's the steering wheel, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize, everybody's doing lawn work at the same exact time, but I think it looks pretty good, man. For 280, not bad. I have it linked down in the description if you guys want to check it out. I don't think it's bad at all. The next thing we're gonna do is address the calculator screen. So if you guys enjoyed the video, Jesus man, they're going crazy with this lawn work. Drop a like in the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces, man, why is everybody doing this at the same time?